where it doesn't have to have a huge skill gap. You're just in there to have a good time with your friends. And when you go ranked, it's like, oh, now we're getting serious. Like, you can't mess up your release in a ranked mode. I feel like that's the only way to keep like both sides of the people happy: the casual people that just want to hop on the game and have fun, and the competitive guys who are in there.
A beautiful day as it usually is. And we've got great attitude. His work inside, a big part of it, DA. Thanks. Look at Cleveland's starting group. Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. Ashman and Love are the forwards. And it's Drummond in at the center position. And for the Suns, Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Andre Ayton out there with Johnson. And it's Bridges in at the small forward position. And tonight, Brent, classic battle of pivot men. Talk about some of your favorite center matchups historically.
Well, we hear a lot and we see a lot in terms of the nostalgia of Wilt Chamberlain going up against Bill Russell. I remember years watching in front of the television Akeem Olajuwon playing against David Robinson in some Western Conference battles. I don't know that we're going to see that much in the next 4 or 5 years, Kevin. We know where the game is going, and those post matchups end up becoming somewhere near the three-point line nowadays.
And the rejection by Love. Johnson kicks to Booker. That's in there. Johnson with the assist.
Such a lovely stroke there from Devin Booker. He's a go-to scorer. A nice shot there from distance.
Here's Osman, defended by Bridges. Osman, the pass to Drummond. Over Bridges. And it's Drummond missing.
Nobody getting a hand in his face in that painted area. That's a miss he's going to be disappointed with.
A nice shot by Booker. Booker's got 5.
Well, finishes like that are pretty impressive from Devin Booker, who we know is a great outside shooter.
Osman kicks to Sexton. All sorts of time. No good off the back of the rim.
I saw a green light there, Kevin. The D's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
Bridges dishes to Johnson. Good ball movement here by the Suns. And the basket by Rubio.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. Drummond passes to Love. Over Ayton.
This is what the coaches are asking from DeAndre Ayton. It helps when he hustles and works extra hard on D.
And stolen by Sexton. They need this. Count it. Good.
And I like the subtle adjustment he made to create a little space for that one.
Yeah, that's an awesome finish there for sure. Not allowing that big guy to have his way or alter the shot.
Garland, the pass to Osman. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play.
Think about the Cavs and the 2 MVP awards that were won for that franchise. Of course, that was LeBron James in back-to-back seasons, both in 2009 and 2010. That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
And there's another turnover by the Suns. We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. Taking a look at Phoenix. It's been a rough season for them. The good news is the lottery is only a couple months away.
And right now for Phoenix, they're already looking to the offseason. And that's a shame. Their fans deserve a little bit more from this team.
The body language right now kind of telling the story. Losing takes a huge toll on you, especially during an 82-game grind.
And then in 2013 with Miami, LeBron Brent finished one ballot shy, burning all the MVP votes.
Well, we wouldn't see a unanimous MVP winner until Steph Curry did it in 2016. But just as impressive, if not more so, LeBron James with a total of 4 MVP trophies over a 5-year span.
And it's Thompson with the jam.
And Tristan Thompson with some force on that one.
Here's Jerome. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game. And, well, a chance now to check out Larry Nance. Over the last month, getting it done. He's right around 13 points a night, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists.
The Cavaliers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. Free throw good. Porter.
And Devin Booker, where would the Suns' offense be without him?
Probably bottom of the league if no Devin Booker slides on that Suns jersey. One of the purest shooters in the league and one of the most phenomenal young scorers that's come along maybe since Kevin Durant.
Now here is Carter. 8 points his last outing. He dishes it to Kaminsky. And he banks in the layup.
And providing the support, boy, they need it. That stops a 12-0 run by the Cavaliers.
Now here's Garland. He's tightly guarded. Here's Thompson. And the layup's good off the glass. Thompson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Here's Carter, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. Greg, for the Phoenix Suns, with a franchise-high 9-year playoff drought, there is pressure on this team to find their way out of that long rebuild.
And their moves on draft night, they raised some eyebrows. They've got some young talent, but can new coach Monty Williams turn them into a winner? Long-suffering Suns fans certainly hope so.
Kaminsky dishes to Baines, and the basket is good.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Here's Jerome. Thompson with the rebound. The drive by Nance. Left side, Porter. Can't get it to fall.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't up.
And that concludes a high-scoring first quarter with both teams tied up. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And from what we've seen, guys, from the Suns, what are you thinking so far?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
They just couldn't seem to know what it was that they needed to do and how to stick them from outside. The defense pretty lost.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So on the floor for Cleveland, Nance and Thompson are up front. Then there's Garland. Then it's Porter. And it's Windler in at the 2-guard spot. Colin Sexton, he's checked in for Garland. Now here is Carter. Saric outside. Tries from the block. Good, he hits the jump shot. Saric has got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Suns. The pass to Nance. And he lays it straight in.
I'd like to see Larry Nance Jr. keep working on the interior part of his game. Shots like this can help his confidence.
Carter, the pass to Kaminsky. And there's Sexton. That's good on the assist by Nance. Sexton's got his first 2 points of the night.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet place. Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that, Kevin. That's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Here's Windler. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Thompson passes to Nance. Over Carter. The shot's good from Nance. We talk so much about the stars in this league, Brent. Name some role players who, when they do get hot, they can be terrific.
Well, there's nobody better, and I think he's ripped out a page from Seattle's own Jamal Crawford. There's been nobody better in the last couple of years than what Lou Williams has represented for the Clippers. He's had scoring performances, Kevin, and you've been witness to them courtside. where it's just astounding that he can go and get where he wants to go and make the types of shots that he's been able to do. And this is a revelation because this is 7, 8, 9 years that he's been in the league, and he's doing this with such great impact and thankfully, rightfully, been rewarded for it.
And with a quick break in the action, here's some numbers for Porter. Putting up about 10 points a night, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. We know that he can come up with the occasional big play, but his overall numbers haven't been impressive.
There is a bit of a feeling they're all looking to him to step up, and they know he's capable of doing it right now, just not getting it done.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. And that's a foul called on Colin Sexton. That is his first foul of the game. Drummond's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Johnson left side. Booker outside. To end the run. Misses from short range.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
And they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
Start to feel their confidence. That's the difference between the success they're having now and the struggles they faced earlier.
Now here's Ayton. He's been a go-to guy for them when they've needed offense. He's averaging 19 points a game. And Porter, here we go. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Cavaliers lead by 13.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And Booker kicks to Bridges. Ayton, the pass to Rubio. And again, it's the Suns missing.
And he missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
Oh, great ball movement there. And for the Cavs, their #1 goal is to identify a young superstar to build around.
Well, they've had a nice collection here of guys that they hope step up and step out. Cleveland's only 2 Rookie of the Year award winners have been LeBron James and Kyrie Irving. Franchise changers hard to find.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And that's a foul called on Colin Sexton. That's foul number 2 for him. Garland, he's checked in for Cleveland. On the wing, Booker. 6 on the shot clock. Ayton kicks to Bridges. To end the cold streak. Love grabs the board. Nice game for the Cavaliers. It was a loss to the Bulls in Chicago.
You got to give him an A for effort. Just fell a little bit short in that one.
Well, it would have been really nice to get that win on the road, but no team ever happy with a loss. They put up a good fight, and they had nothing to hang their heads on after that one.
Here's Johnson after the made shot from Andre Drummond.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And stolen by Ayton. Johnson kicks to Booker. The putback, great positioning on the putback.
They start that play with aggressive defense. Finish.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, the first quarter for the Cavaliers was fairly even. Nothing seemed to give way on. Thanks for joining.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Bridges, and it's Ayton in at center. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Monty Williams. Here's Osman. Kicks it to Drummond. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And here's what the Cavaliers' schedule looks like. On Friday, they're off to Charlotte to face off with the Hornets. Then on Saturday, they'll continue the road trip, heading out to Atlanta to take on the Hawks.
And for their matchup with the Magic, that's where you have got to bring your A game, especially when you know you're going to be fighting an uphill battle all night long.
Now, here's Rubio. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Last season, the Suns made DeAndre Ayton the #1 overall pick in the draft. They had no hesitation, Greg, in making that call.
And when a player like Ayton, who was in the Rookie of the Year combo from the get-go, is available, you have to take him. Not only is the upside sky high for Ayton, but he was an impact player from day one for the Suns.
Here's Sexton.
Good show of strength and confidence from Devin Booker that time. I like to see him active on the defensive end.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And he uses the glass on the layup. Booker's got 7.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Now, here's Garland, covered by Rubio. Here's Love, and a little luck that time, but it drops. And the Cavaliers lead by 16.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Bridges misses. The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. To the paint. Doesn't get it to drop for him. The Suns go the other way with it. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. They'll match up against Dallas. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Now, here's Garland. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Suns trail by 14. Here's Bridges. An easy 2 points on the layup. Bridges has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
Here's Garland. Here's Drummond. The Cavaliers again can't hit. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Suns. Bridges, no one around him. And the lead is down inside single digits. He's got 9.
And now they're shooting it pretty well. That was not something we would have said in that first half.
Up against Johnson. Out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession. And the Cavaliers this summer selecting point guard Darius Garland with the 5th overall pick. The second-year man, Colin Sexton, already on the roster. Greg, how do you see the fit between these two players?
Well, I mean, both are 6'2". The questions will come at the defensive end of the floor. Offensively, both show great promise as shooters, very scoring-minded guards, reminiscent possibly of a Lillard-McCollum pairing for the Blazers, which could be a roadmap for the Cavs.
Brett, when you look back on all the stars you played against during your career, who was the biggest intimidator?
Well, I think about intimidating players, and the first word that comes to mind is Anthony Mason. I know he wasn't a bona fide star player, but
right.
You know the role that he had for the teams that he played with, and Anthony Mason was a player you did not want to be playing against. During my era, most of the years that I had some successes and minutes on the floor, it was certainly Kevin Garnett. The way that KG approached every game, you spent many seasons watching him very closely. From year 1 to year 18 or 19, KG came at you every game, every night with the same kind of zest and excitement to compete.
Well put. Shots good by Baines.
Booker's a good passer, becoming better in that area, and he knows how to work the ball around.
Pass to Windler. Now Porter. There's 49 seconds left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Shot clock at 6. Shoots from the baseline, and there's Garland. That's good on the assist from Porter. Porter's got his 3rd assist on the night. Booker outside. Baines passes to Kaminsky. Back to Baines. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Thompson's got his 4th rebound in this one.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. A three off the inbound. That shot missing. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. Cavaliers ahead. They lead by 6. And time for... Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. So on the floor for Cleveland, Nance and Thompson are up front. Then it's Porter. Then there's Garland. And it's Windler in at the 2. And Phoenix making a change here. Rubio's checked in. Garland with it, working on Booker. Now Thompson. Now the dish to Garland. Passes it to Windler. Just 5 on the clock. Near the three-point line, it's Porter, and Baines pulls it down. Suns trail by 6. The drive by Rubio. Pass to Booker. To the middle. And Baines kicks to Booker. From outside, off the mark. Cavaliers shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That's foul number 2 for him. Ayton, he's checked in for Phoenix. Then for the Cavaliers, Andre Drummond's checked in for Thompson. Love comes in for Nance. And it's Cedi Osman in for Porter. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Sexton's checked in. Latrey knocks down the 3 ball. Sexton's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Cavs. To the left side wing. Here's Saric. Phoenix no good that time either. The Cavaliers leading by 9. The 3. Offensive rebound.
Pursues the offensive glass with purpose. Drummond knows who he is, and boy, does he attack it.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And out of bounds. The Cavaliers will take it. Johnson, he's checked in for Saric. And Love's got the ball here for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. And that one's good. Osman.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Booker with no one around, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Well, anytime that somebody scores, Devin Booker's the first option. He comes back and drills that one.
Out to the right wing. Osman, the pass to Love. Drummond trying to get himself free. Cleveland the rebound. Love. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Cavaliers lead by 13.
Kevin Love all about positioning in there, battling and finding some space, keeping the play alive with that kind of activity.
The offensive rebound. Johnson. And the rejection by Love. Sexton kicks to Osman. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
Sexton realizing that one of his guys is wide open, and that court awareness, he was able to get it to him.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And when you watch DeAndre Ayton, you really are just floored by how he moves. The amount of speed and agility he has for a player as solid as Ayton is doesn't come around very often.
Sexton deciding where to go with it. Dishes to Garland. Here's Osman, defended by Bridges. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. And 11 points from Mikal Bridges. And those physical attributes of Ayton are so imposing. Greg, who does he remind you of?
I mean, for current players, you see a bit of Embiid and how they both move so fluidly, the 7-footers. From the past, I see a bit of David Robinson in his game.
Booker finds Ayton over Drummond. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. The Cavaliers leading by 13. Garland, the pass to Love. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Cleveland.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Kevin Love.
I liked his aggressiveness here tonight, especially on the glass. He was not messing around.
Here's Drummond. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession. Picked his pocket.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
Do you want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Well, at this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. So for David Aldridge.
unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
who are in there to try and get as good as humanly possible. I think you knew that, though, Mike.
Yeah, I just like to hear it.
Last thing, Agent, if you had one thing that you could wish for in NBA 2K21, that would be
Proximity chat, because it's realistic, it's incredibly fun, and if you're worried about the toxicity, there should be a mute feature. I've been begging for it, man. So if it ends up in the game, I'd be the most excited person ever.
The Jazz coming down the tunnel earlier, ready to do battle on their home. We are new.
Well, the Utah Jazz tries to keep their players.
Thanks, D.A. And tonight's game may be won or lost. On that front line, Smitty, what makes for an effective front court tandem, do you think?
I think, first of all, that tandem can switch on pick and rolls. That tandem can shoot the basketball and also make plays somewhat like a guard. But the biggest thing is if they can rebound and able to guard smaller guys, this will make them great.
Interesting. And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. Ashman and Love are the forwards. And it's Drummond in at the 5 spot. And for the Jazz, inside we have Ingles and Gobert. Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. And it's O'Neal in at the 3 slot. Ingles against Love. Out to Conley. No good on the shot. Good D by Drummond. Sexton the pass to Garland. The slam dunk by Garland.
Sexton has to just keep developing his court awareness. You want to see more passing from him.
Mitchell outside. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. No good with the wing jumper.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
Here's Osman. And a miss there on the triple. Jazz have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Mitchell with it. Guarded now by Sexton. And the shot goes in.
Only 6'3" Mitchell wins inside because he's explosive and fearless.
The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Love inside. Ingles covering. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ingles. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes played. Doubled by Conley. Garland kicks to Sexton. Launches a 3.
You need strength, you need length, you need a strong frame and quick feet. Donovan Mitchell has all of that. That's why he could be one of the best stoppers in this game.
For 3. And it's Osman with the rebound. Cleveland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here.
Well, you might think at 6'3" in shoes, Donovan Mitchell is undersized for the shooting guard position. But his combination of strength and length, along with the athleticism, help him to hold his own.
So it's Utah now, trailing by 2. Here's Ingles.
Great positioning to contest that shot. Love's a better defender than he gets credit for.
Right wing. Sexton kicks to Garland. Baseline J on the way. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Sexton's got his 3rd assist on the night. Greg, nowadays teams looking for +6 players. That's a player whose arm span exceeds their height by at least 6 inches.
Donovan Mitchell, how about a +9? I mean, a little over 6'1" in socks with a 6'10" wingspan. Those long arms, the reason for the Spider nickname.
Here's O'Neal. Darius Garland picking up that last pass. That one falls.
Good find, and one of Gobert's advantages as a passer, he can see over everyone's head.
Here's Osman. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's O'Neal. No good on the triple. And the Cavaliers with possession. They're on a 12-4 run right now. The open look here for Sexton. Buries it from 3-point range.
And it's important Sexton makes those. The more he hits from outside, the more the floor will open up.
Here's Mitchell. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. The Cavaliers leading by 9. The wide open look here for Garland. They get it back. And it's Drummond missing. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they come in off the loss to the Bulls in Chicago.
You got to give them an A for effort. Just fell a little bit short in that one.
Yes, out on the road, it's hard to overcome missed opportunities, even when you're playing hard.
Mitchell with it. Garland picks him up, and he gets it to go. And that's now 6 points for Donovan Mitchell.
I like that by Donovan Mitchell. Sacrifices his body and takes the hit. That's good offense.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement. Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Out to the right wing. There's Garland. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Sexton's got his 4th assist in this one. O'Neal dishes to Mitchell. Off with the layup. And so it's Cleveland with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's worth. During his tenure in Utah, Coach Quinn Snyder has quickly earned the appreciation of his.
Very key to have a coach like that.
Coach Snyder doing a terrific job with his team.
Just a great tactician, and he's clearly got his guys buying in to his message.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And what do you guys think about the Cavaliers so far in this one?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
They've got Davis, Boudier out there with Jordan Clarkson. And it's Rudy Gobert. And it's Niang in at the small forward. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz.
And Smitty, as tough as they are on D, the Jazz have been middle of the pack offensively. How do they improve there?
You know, GA, they can be a top 10 offense. The two things that have held them back are turnovers and poor free throw shooting.
Porter, that's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Porter's got the lead up to 14 now for the Cavs. And Darius Garland picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Count the basket.
A much more physical player now than when he first entered the league. Gobert powering it home.
And Nance kicks to Porter. Gobert pulls it in.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
There's Garland. The pass to Thompson. The rebound by the Jazz. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. And that's game 2 of this string of 4 games played at home.
That's a terrific read by Gobert, understanding the offensive end better and better, especially as of late.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Smitty, here's an interesting question. Over the next 5 years, which player wins the most MVPs?
You know, I think it's Giannis. He's looking like the favorite right now because the way he's playing, he has a possibility to win the MVP now. And then I think also because of his age, he's the one guy. And also Anthony Davis could catch Giannis. He has that type of talent.
Here's Niang. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Porter passes to Thompson, and it's Thompson with the jam.
And this is where Thompson likes to get his touches, right at the basket.
Knocked loose. That's out of bounds to the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession.
Let's take a look here at the numbers for Porter. How his last 10 games have gone. Averaging 12 points,
3 assists and 4 rebounds. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
He's not trying to take over necessarily. He's just taking what the defense allows and contributing to the cause.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Cleveland leading by 14. Pass to Thompson. Over Gobert. Thompson misses. Jazz have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. That's good from Moutier on the assist by Davis. Davis has got 3 assists tonight. Cavaliers have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Garland the pass to Windler. Now here's Garland, defended by Moutier. Nance, right side. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Nice follow through on the fadeaway. Nance has got 4 points this quarter.
And looking confident. When Nance can hit the jump shot, this offense becomes much more dynamic.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, one of the things that teams are more aware of in the age of analytics is the importance of sleep. Those teams are making adjustments. Morning shoot-arounds have been moved in some cases to the afternoon or eliminated altogether. There are many fewer teams that are taking red-eye flights across country. And some teams even give players orange-tinted glasses to encourage them to sleep. There's a lot of work to be done in this field, but the direction is clear.
Continuing to evolve. All right, David, thank you. Gobert with the block.
The size and reach of Gobert making him a tremendous defensive anchor, protecting the paint. Off the mark once again. Terrible quarter for him thus far.
And Nance kicks to Garland. Thompson left side. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Davis. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Niang passes to Gobert. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
What you have to love about Gobert, he's improved across the board. We're even seeing it at the line.
And Gobert drops them both. We've got 13 seconds left here in the second. Knocked away. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. And so it's Cleveland with it.
Small stature, no matter. Conley competes at the defensive end on the floor.
Mitchell. Oh, what a shot! Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Cleveland did not hesitate to set the pace. You could see the daggers in their eyes as... And that does it for our halftime.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. We're seeing a tremendous game here, guys, from Darius Garland.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Ashman and Love are the forwards. Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. And it's Drummond in at the 5, down low.
Well, if you ask Rudy Gobert, he's not focused on his individual matchup. His job is to anchor the entire defense. For him, it is a team game.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Here's Osman, guarded by O'Neal. Osman kicks to Love. Here's Garland. His 3-pointers off the mark. And for big men like Gobert, their impact felt by every offensive player on the floor, not just the man he's guarding.
Kevin, he's an elite shot blocker, but it's also the shots he alters. His presence alone creates doubt in the mind of shooters.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Here's Osman. Gobert with the block, and that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. To the left wing, it's stolen by Gobert, and an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Right side, Conley. He kicks to O'Neal. Pass to Mitchell for the tie. Again, Mitchell missing. And it's Drummond with the ball. He'll bring it up for Cleveland. It's a 3-point game. It's off to Charlotte for him after this game as they take on the Hornets. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Finding a man wide open, Mike Conley does an exceptional job of leading this team.
From 16 feet away, he cans it. And that's now 19 points for Darius Garland.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control and really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Here's the three, and it's good. That bucket takes him to 9 for 14.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
Mitchell, good for basket number 7 tonight on a not so unlucky 13 shots. Well, this term load management now is something you hear about, read about all the time, Steve. Do you think we'll ever see the regular season shortened by a few games?
You know, Commissioner Silver has talked about it, and it's been thrown around 75 games. I will say the NBA has done a fantastic job, along with the Players Association. There's longer off seasons. I mean, and there are also longer time throughout the All-Star games, and there's not as many back-to-backs.
Here's Osman, guarded by O'Neal. Stolen by Michael Conley. Here's Mitchell. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Osman, and some very quick points for him on that possession. Osman's got 12 in the game.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Here's Ingles, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Aggressive move by Ingles. Has good size out of the backcourt, able to challenge you inside.
And the first one at the line is good for the Jazz. George Niang, he's checked in for O'Neal. Clarkson comes in for Mitchell, and it's Moutier in for Mike Conley.
There's a built-in respect for coaches who played in the NBA. The Jazz, Quinn Snyder, never made it that far. But as a point guard, he helped Duke make 3 Final Four appearances.
And Porter, here we go. Good. And it's a 7-point Cavalier lead.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior. And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And then Porter with the jam.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. And that one, good. Thompson's got his second basket of the night.
Refining his skill set inside, you see the work Thompson's putting into his game.
Good on the shot.
And that field goal percentage climbing now above 50%. They look like a different team here in the second half. Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
But you know, this is where your patience is tested. If you shoot too quickly, you give your opponent a chance to close out the quarter.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
We talk about it time and time again. Turnovers are costly, especially when the game is close.
Out to Nance. Shoots. Off target from the wing. It'll count. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Yeah, it's one thing to find the guy. It's another to deliver the ball where he can do something with it. Wonderful play.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. We've got Joe Ingles. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Emmanuel Mudiay. Then there's Davis, and it's Niang in at the power forward. That's the group right now for Utah. Down to 5 on the shot clock, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
No good on the free throw. Michael Conley, he's checked in for Utah.
2 shots.
He hits the second from the line.
Listen, they're still right in this thing. Missing that free throw, though, keeps this a 2-possession deficit.
Sexton kicks to Nance, and a wide open look for Porter. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both teams trying to close out strong. These are the fireworks that fans came to see.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability. And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
The Jazz making a switch here. O'Neal's checked in.
We've seen this explosion of Canadian players in the NBA. And really, Tristan Thompson led that way. The 4th pick back in 2011, Thompson was, at that point, the highest drafted Canadian in NBA history.
Ingles, the second chance points on the tip in.
Right there, it's who wants the basketball the most, and it's Joe Ingles creating the extra possession.
And it's Thompson with the jam.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. And Thompson may have led the way for Canadians, but as far as where the league is going, Greg, he's a throwback player.
I mean, a rebounder and rim runner. His game is built on toughness and hustle.
And that one's good by Porter.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
The putback, and there's Thompson putting it right back in.
The unbelievable effort. Thompson, a dedicated warrior on the offensive glass.
An even 3-on-3 break. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. To the inside. Here's Nance. That one off the back iron and out. Jazz trail by 13. Here's Clarkson. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
Here's Sexton. A putback. And again, it's Cleveland.
You know, not bashful about positioning himself inside. Sexton knows he has what it takes to score from there.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
Cleveland leading by 11. Inside, Thompson. And Davis sends it back. And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession. A different look for Utah. Rudy Gobert comes in for Davis. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Jordan Clarkson. Utah has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. They double-team Conley. O'Neal kicks to Mitchell. Another miss by Utah.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Porter with it. Now defended by Gobert. He doesn't hit that one. And it's Utah the other way. Porter with the steal. Over to the left wing. Love the pass to Garland. And it's good. 2 points.
Look at the unselfishness by Kevin Love. Doesn't have what he wants. Finds a wide open teammate.
You know, Smitty, the NBA more active now in developing players before they enter the NBA. Not just the fundamentals, but the values of the game.
Yeah, I think it's a good move. The league has been taking a hands-on approach. There's nothing wrong with teaching the next generation life lessons about the sport and through the sport.
Porter outside. Utah with the rebound. 1:02 left in the fourth.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Cleveland.
2 great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And so they're able to even up the season series at a game apiece with 1 left to play, exacting a little revenge and really saving face. They did not want to go down 2-0.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Darius Garland.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Out of bounds, Cleveland will take possession. So Utah ends up going with the new group. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Ante Zizic is checked in for Drummond. Jordan Bell comes in for Kevin Love. Exum, he's checked in for Colin Sexton. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Garland.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
And you gotta like that they found something positive here, something that maybe carry overs into the next game.
They put together some great possessions here at the end. It's a shame they could have used this run much earlier.
A nice shot by Tucker. Now here is Dellavedova. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. We see the Cavaliers get the win here. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
body fluid. And goaltender. Unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluid, and goaltending.
guys. Agent 00, thank you so much for joining us today on 2K TV. Mike, thank you as well. Every time you're on, we are all listening and paying attention.
Well, thanks so much for having me. It's exciting being here and seeing you guys. Taking a little break from work, but I'm going to go get back to it right now.
Yeah, it was awesome, and thank you so much for talking to the 2K community. I know they appreciate that so much, and like they said, OGs recognize you, we all recognize you, you're doing a great job, and we cannot wait for next gen. And
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Good Friday night to you, sports fans. D.A.
Well, Aaron Gordon is progressing as a shooter. He said, what I've done.
Tremendous athleticism. Thanks, D.A. Now the starting group for Orlando. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Augustine and Fournier are the backcourt tandem. And it's Ennis in at the 3 spot. And for Cleveland, Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. Ashman and Love are the forwards. And it's Drummond in at the center. You can see it, Doris, with some of these good teams trying to build momentum as we get closer to the postseason.
You seem to know and understand which teams are good on both sides of the basketball. Are they top 5 efficiency, offense and defense? And as you know, Kevin, if there's a player with a hot hand, that can really make a difference in round 1.
Absolutely. Garland kicks to Osman. Now, here's Garland. He's guarded closely over Augustine. Garland, no good. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That is his first foul of the game. And so it's Ennis bringing it up now for Orlando. Now here is Augustine. He's coming off a 16-point game against Chicago. Vucevic against Drummond. Missed inside. And here are the Cavaliers. The last time these two clubs came together was also in this building, with an unfortunate ending for the home team.
Yeah, and they got beat last time these two teams met, and really free throws were the story.
And it's Gordon missing. Now here's Sexton, guarded by Augustine, and denied. He sends it right off the glass.
Selected 9th overall in the 2012 draft, Drummond's carved out a nice NBA career for himself.
The Cavaliers shooting their first foul shots of the night here. Now you look at the former All-Star Andre Drummond and the way he rebounds, Greg. He might be the best in the league in that department.
I mean, few players in the history of the league can go off for 20-plus rebounds on any given night. Drummond's one of them. Attacks the glass on the offensive end so well. His offensive rebounding, for me, sets him apart.
Hits. Count that one from Ennis.
Well, DJ Augustine has been around this league a long time. He does not miss open teammates.
Left side, Love. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, Greg, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's Augustine, following the basket by Kevin Love. Outside Gordon.
Well, it's been an aspect of his game he's been criticized for, but you have to love the defensive effort to challenge that shot by Kevin right there.
They grabbed their own miss. Chalk up 2 there.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
The pass to Ennis. Back to Augustine. From the arc. It's not going to go for him. And Cleveland will come the other way. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, tough environment. They were right there, but just missed some key shots.
You know what? Playing on the road is always challenging. It requires a level of energy and focus. You've got to match what the home team gives you, and they didn't do it.
Porter's checked in for the Cavaliers. The Magic also changing it up. Ross is checked in for Ennis, and Markelle Fultz is subbed in for Augustine. That's good from Fultz on the assist by Gordon.
Whenever Fultz is in a catch-and-shoot situation, you know he can't wait for that ball to find his hands.
And you look at this Magic roster, so much potential.
I think, Greg, they have done a great job of drafting to the style of play they want to play. Guys who want to get after it on the defensive end. Guys who can switch and slide on the perimeter. Guys who can protect the rim. That is the backbone of this organization. Boy, the vertical that Aaron Gordon has helps him on the defensive end, twice on the pipes with that block.
And Vucevic kicks to Fultz. 1:22 left here in the first quarter.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Sexton's shot is good.
Well, Sexton's showing that he's more than just a jump shooter. Very comfortable on the interior against size.
Ross in the corner. Pass to Gordon. Fultz with the ball. 54 seconds left in the first quarter. Fournier for three. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got 5 rebounds tonight.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Fournier. Out of bounds. Magic ball as Orlando keeps possession. Passes it to Ross. From deep.
Yeah, but you have to like the mentality to get inside, even though they're struggling to finish.
The kick out to Porter. And Vucevic pulls it down. Now here's Ross. Defense right on him. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, that's not the guy you want guarding him at the rim. Just too much of a differential in terms of size.
And it goes down 2 points.
A tall and powerful big. Drummond has a natural ability to finish inside.
And so it's Cleveland heading to the bench. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at the Cavaliers' performance here, what do you guys see?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
Nance and Thompson are up front. Then it's Porter. Then there's Garland. And it's Windler in at the 2 spot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. 2 on the clock. Here's Fultz. Nance with the rebound.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to. Well, obviously a rough start to the career of #1 pick Markelle Fultz. The shoulder injury sort of takes away his shooting ability when the Sixers trade him away. You're rooting for this young man to get back to his game.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
And some have said, Doris, for Fultz, not just physical issues dogging him early on.
Well, I think you have to consider, Kevin, when you are the #1 overall pick, extraordinary pressure comes with that. So now with a new team, perhaps that fresh start gives Markelle Fultz an opportunity to showcase his big-time talent.
And Cleveland making a change here. Osman's checked in, then for the Magic. Clark comes in for Ross. And Evan Fournier subbed in for Fultz.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Yes, that goes in.
Well, exceptional at giving you that extra burst necessary on the drive. That's pretty.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter.
Well, this is what you call your big man playing big. Terrific work on the glass.
Here's Gordon. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Here's Nance. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Nance has got his first bucket in this one.
Boy, if you let Larry Nance Jr. carve out that kind of space, turn the lights out.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Now here is Augustine. Defense is right there. Good on the bucket. Fournier's got his second bucket tonight. A lot of competitors in this league, Doris, and you've got to be that way to play at this level. I know you have a list of competitors that you admire a lot.
It's those guys, Kevin, who have that insatiable desire to win. The guys who absolutely despise losing, who it almost hurts. It's painful physically. Giannis Antetokounmpo is driven to be great. He wants an NBA championship. LeBron James has got multiple titles and continues to pursue greatness. What I love about great NBA players, it's never enough, Kevin. Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Windler, the pass to Porter. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Gordon, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. Doris, 4 years and $76 million for Aaron Gordon. Good money if you can get it.
No doubt, Kevin. And in today's NBA, Aaron Gordon is well worth it. This guy is on the upswing of his career. He's got plenty of room for growth. Tremendous athlete and getting more and more skilled.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Love check in for Nance. And it's Sexton in for Porter.
You've got to stay between Aaron Gordon and the basket, particularly in transition. If you don't, you're toast.
The Magic trail by 7. Carter Williams, the pass to Gordon. And it's Gordon with the finish.
Wow, how about the burst? Aaron Gordon off the floor so fast. Don't sleep on him, gentlemen. You're going to look silly.
And Thompson kicks to Sexton. That three off the mark. It's tipped. Ennis passes to Birch. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Here's Love. Trying to get open is Thompson. And there's Love. That's good on the assist by Thompson.
See, I like when Kevin Love goes to his high percentage game on the interior. He has the size, he has the touch.
Birch, the pass to Bamba. From deep. Sexton grabs the board. The Cavaliers leading by 5. Here's Windler. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
And the dunk by Bamba.
Boy, you better keep the 7-footer Mo Bamba away from the cup. What an easy finish.
Back to Sexton. That's good for his third bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And so it's Carter Williams. He'll bring up the ball for the Magic. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. From deep. That shot, no good. He gets it up. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. It's Cleveland out on top at halftime. They have a nice 7-point lead. Shaq. Thanks for joining.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Well, you got to like what Aaron Gordon has done in this game.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. And so in the game for the Magic, Augustine and Fournier are the backcourt tandem. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. And it's Ennis in at the small forward position. The Magic shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And one of the more transcendent athletes in the game. Aaron Gordon still has some untapped potential. He could make a big leap. And they continue to control the glass.
Pass to Drummond. Nails the baby hook. Drummond's got his third basket of the night right there.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Ennis misses. And Greg, we've seen Gordon playing in a slower paced system. He was asked to play at the small forward.
Not ideal, Kevin. He's better off as a small ball power forward, getting out in the lane and using those springs to rise over the D.
Here's Augustine. That one, no good. Good D by Drummond. Love in the post. He's guarded by Fournier. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And a quick look at the numbers for Fournier. Averaging about 19 points, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. Well, fans of this team will take this kind of production from him without hesitation.
I'll tell you, he has been a solid contributor. They have called his number, and he has delivered for them.
Larry Nance is checked in for the Cavaliers. Porter comes in for Jetty Osman. Gordon. That one goes in. Gordon's got 11.
How about the touch and the under-control nature of what Aaron Gordon is doing close to the cup? That's nice. Boy, he did everything right till he got to the rim. He needs to finish that.
The Cavaliers pull it in. Sexton's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
1 for 5 has got to be a frustrating start, and they just don't look sharp right now. Can they find their offensive game?
And you think back to LeBron's last year in Cleveland, one wonders how differently it may have turned out if Kyrie was there with him.
Well, you think back, Greg, Isaiah Thomas was never healthy. He had been a recent All-Star with another team. They were counting on his quickness and his scoring. But through it all, the Cavaliers reached the NBA Finals. Just another testament to the talent and the leadership that LeBron gives you.
Mamba is checked in for the Magic.
And the Magic, one of those franchises that's still looking for its first title.
And Greg, they've been to the NBA Finals twice, but boy, did they run up against 2 of the all-time great individual closers in history. 1995, Hakeem Olajuwon says no to the Magic. 2009, the Black Mamba, Kobe Bryant says, no, sir, I'm getting another championship.
It's Porter outside, and it's Orlando with the rebound.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
One-on-one here. Here's Drummond. A shot, no good. The Magic go the other way with it. And the foul on Larry Nance Jr. That's foul number 2 for him. Ken Birch is checked in for Orlando. Carter Williams comes in for Evan Fournier. Birch kicks to Ross. There's the 3. Nailed from three-point land. Ross has got 5.
Yeah, Terrence Ross in his comfort zone from distance. This guy has always had the eye of a sharpshooter.
The Magic trail by 5. Fultz dishes to Carter Williams. There's the pass to Ross. 3-pointer. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And a wide open look for Porter. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Birch. Lays it up off the glass.
Yeah, great anticipation of where the open man was going to be. And Terrence Ross finds him immediately. That's really pretty.
We've got 1:08 left in the third quarter. And so it's Ross. He brings it up for the Orlando Magic, trailing by 5. And there it is for him. Birch has got his 3rd basket of the night.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And here's a look at some numbers for Sexton.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different score than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Tristan Thompson comes in for Nance. And it's Cedi Osman in for Porter. And a switcher also for Orlando. Ennis is checked in. No good from Ross.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Windler's shot is off. The Magic trail by 5. Bamba passes to Birch. Kicks it to Ennis. Makes it off the glass. Ennis has got his second basket of the game.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Passes to Windler. Three-pointer. Up again, and Drummond is right there. Drummond's got 11 points.
Pursues the offensive glass with purpose. Drummond knows who he is, and boy, does he attack it.
Good D by Drummond. And we've reached the end of the third. And from a recent huddle, let's listen in on head coach Steve Clifford.
We're doing well. Great job. Show your hands.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Ashman and Love are the forwards. Then it's Thompson. Then there's Garland. And it's Windler in at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
Well, Kevin Love just has a great feel for the game. He has a strong understanding of their offense, and he's a very willing passer. That's why you see what you see there.
Here's Osman. It's hauled in by Gordon.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Here's Ross, and the jam by Ross.
Boy, there aren't many who can finish better at the rim on the move than Terrence Ross. How about the finish?
Love. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Pass to Ross. And the jam by Ross.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Out left to the wing. Here's Windler. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Windler's got 6 in the quarter.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Here's Augustine. Count it. And he'll have a chance for a 3-point play. Darius Garland picks one up.
Well, he might just be 6 feet tall, but there is incredible strength packed in that body. You can tell he enjoys the contact.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Sexton's checked in. Bamba is checked in for Orlando. Frazier comes in for James Ennis. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Here's Love, and Love throws it down.
You know, just so smart. Kevin Love, tricky, crafty, you name it, he's got it in his game.
Gordon dishes to Bamba. Over Thompson. Shot is good, and the Cavaliers lead cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Bamba.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession. Larry Nance is checked in for the Cavaliers. Porter comes in for Cedi Osman. For Orlando, they've gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. Augustine with it, guarded now by Sexton. And the dunk by Bamba.
That's about reading the floor. Hits his man right where he wanted it.
Down low. And Kevin Love, the bucket with the assist by Sexton.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Is on Colin Sexton. Free throw good, Frazier.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. And it's Love with the ball for Cleveland. They've led by as many as 11 points.
Well, Sexton might be young, but he is unafraid and unabashed. What a play.
Now here is Augustine. Not a lot of room. Now the pass to Ross. This one for 3. Nice D from Porter. Cleveland leading by 3. Floats one up. That falls. Great assist by Love. Love's got 4 assists now tonight.
Well, don't you love that a big man like Kevin Love is so adept at sharing the basketball? This guy, you get the sense, takes great satisfaction from his passing. Boy, you talk about killer instinct from Terrence Ross. What a huge bucket.
Pass to Sexton. From deep three-point range. It's hauled in by Frazier. The Magic trail by 3. Augustine passes to Bamba. The Cavaliers pull it in. We've got 1:23 left here in the 4th quarter. And it's D.J. Augustine with the foul. That's his first foul. A different look now for Cleveland. Andre Drummond comes in for Nance. And it's Cedi Osman in for Porter. The Magic also changing it up. Vucevic checked in for Mohamed Bamba. And it's Ennis in for Frazier. Gordon kicks to Ross. The 3. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
Things coming very easily right now for Terrence Ross. He's played with all the swag you could ask for.
It's stolen by Vucevic. Here's Augustine, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
He sinks the clutch free throw.
And quietly, D.J. Augustine has become one of the game's better three-point shooters. This is an established player who finds ways to continue to be productive, guys.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Clark comes in for James Ennis, and Evan Fournier subbed in for Ross. Drummond. Can they get it? Tries yet again. It's tipped. Outside Gordon. 32 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Augustine finds Gordon. Now Vucevic, 5 to shoot. It counts.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
And Greg, to me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen. Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
And it's Orlando's ball. Now Augustine. And so the big win by Orlando in a tight game. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take 8.
puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
celebration and this next 2K21 launch.
Appreciate it, and we hope the community loves all the effort that's going in, because there's going to be some great stuff for them this year.
I am here joined by Snipes 2430, the most My League online wins. Snipes, how you
And let's check out a breakdown. Looking at some stats for Sexton.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Bridges, and it's Ayton in at the center position. And for Cleveland, Sexton and Osman on the perimeter. Andre Drummond is out there with Kevin Love, and it's Garland in at the point.
Every shot in his arsenal, Devin Booker, is pretty impressive. He can shoot it from deep. He moves well without the basketball. He can create with others. He is a young offensive force and is an interesting player to watch in terms of what develops next.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Yeah, he's got to be a little bit more on their radar after knocking down something like that.
Now here's Drummond. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Chicago. And too much time in the lane, they get called for the 3-second violation. And Brent, with Booker, the ball handling and creativity he has puts him among the elite guards in the league.
And you wonder if Phoenix can find a way to get some more talent around Devin Booker. What happens when all of the attention is not on him? He's already proven he's a great scorer. Where else can he go?
Now, here's Bridges. 8 points his last outing, just 5 to shoot. Here's Booker. Score it. His 3rd straight basket in 3 tries.
Booker doing a great job of taking advantage right now of the defense.
A double team Love. And stolen by Booker. Bridges passes to Rubio. Garland with the rebound.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
The shot. Drummond trying to get himself free. The Cavaliers again can't hit.
Man, he's had 3 good looks at the basket and nothing to show for it.
And it's good for 2.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Osman. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Sexton's shot is good. With the playoffs around the corner, Brent, some teams already making vacation plans. Talk about the disappointment that those kinds of teams are feeling right now.
Yeah, you start the beginning of training camp with ideas of wanting to play into the postseason, and you know the realization of that goal is not going to be met. And what you want to do is remember your opportunity as a player, Kevin, to go out and still compete. You might not be back with the team that you're playing the end of the season with, the last 10 games. Maybe you're somewhere else. But there are teams, as we've always said, still watching you. And so don't ever get away from the idea of the competition as the season winds down.
They always say the eye in the sky doesn't lie. Everything is on tape, right?
I mean, yeah, and they are assessing how it is that you approach that, because you show your stripes when things are not going well. What kind of character do you have?
And Phoenix has possession. The Cavaliers making the shot. Johnson kicks to Rubio. Back to Johnson. 5 on the clock. For 3, Bridges. The shot comes out. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Sexton's shot is good. Sexton's got 6.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Pass to Drummond. Over Ayton. The putback, it's good on the putback.
Yeah, when you give up these second chance opportunities, I don't know what you expect. Kevin Love is going to find a way to get in there and make something good happen.
Passes it to Rubio. Back to Booker. Johnson, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Kept alive. Garland. Good work there as it goes.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Booker looking around. The three-pointer is right on target. He's got 11.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
And Love throws it down.
Love has some height and enough ability to get up and throw it down.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. To the middle, deflects the pass, and stolen by Love. To the inside, here's Garland. It's deflected. And up the court come the Suns on the break. And the basket by Rubio.
Well, Booker has established that he can score and now showing that he can play make.
14 feet away and no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for the feet. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And from what we've seen, guys, from the Suns, what are you thinking so far?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Setting the floor for the Suns, Frank Kaminsky is out there with Saric. Then there's Carter. Then it's Aaron Baines, and it's Jerome in at the point guard position.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Windler's shot is off.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Maybe they can find a way to establish some rhythm in the next few possessions with the extra pass.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
It's Porter outside. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Well, Nance is just such a cerebral player out there, does a good job of trying to be a threat with the assist.
A nice shot by Carter.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Now here's Nance. On the wing, Porter. Covered by Saric. Phoenix leading by 11.
Look at all the coaching changes that the Suns have had through the years, and some of these young players have heard a lot of voices. 7 in the last 8 years, and the team's performance has shown that kind of inconsistency with up and down seasons.
And here's the fast break. And there's the pass to Thompson. And that one drops.
Tristan not worrying in the least about the defense that time, just powering through.
And all the system changes have really affected the Suns scouting department.
It's really difficult to fill out a roster when you've got coaching changes and philosophies that come about, and some guys simply just don't fit. So maybe they settle in here, find the right guys to do the right things, and get themselves back into the playoffs.
Here's Jerome. Inside. And the basket by Kaminsky. Kaminsky's got 4 this quarter.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And Nance slams it in.
So fun to watch Larry Nance Jr. get up and be in flight.
Pass to Jerome. Over Garland. Misses off the right eye. The Cavaliers trail by 8. In the corner, Nance with it. It's deflected. 1:52 left in the second quarter.
And you have to get Saric out of the paint. Once he's inside, he's ready to take it home.
Here's Thompson, and the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Garland with the bucket.
Now, any possession that ends in a shot from that range after a good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
Here's Carter. Banked in off the glass. Carter's got 5.
Now, I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defender.
Nance, no good.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
At the elbow with Saric. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Saric.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who are you going to pick to send to the free throw line? And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
And here we go. Saric all alone. And slam dunk by Saric.
Good hands by Ayton.
The Cavaliers trail by 14. Near the three-point line, it's Love. That one rolling around and rims out.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Back to Booker, beyond the arc. And it's Osman with the rebound. For the Phoenix Suns, they come into this one following a loss to the Trailblazers.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, they couldn't do it in that one. Always a step slow in closing out the shooters and maybe even recognition of who was on the floor. Just not enough energy, and that's a tough way to win on the road.
The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Ayton's got the lead up to 14 now for the Suns.
Yeah, if Ayton can get in that kind of position, he can be a bully on the inside.
They get the rebound. Love goes up and lays it nice and easy. Love's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, he takes care of salvaging that possession for the offense by getting on the...
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Devin Booker had it going on in the first quarter. He had 11 points, 2 rebounds. And that's...
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You gotta like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. Ashman and Love are the forwards. And it's Drummond in at center. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. And in the summer of 2018, Kevin Love signed a 4-year, $120 million extension to remain in Cleveland.
Yeah, and Kevin right now is the bridge from what was to potentially what will be. And in that what will be scenario, what will be happening is Kevin Love probably gets traded at some point. But he's been great for Cleveland. He's been a great ambassador for the city. The things that he's doing off the court philanthropically have been amazing. And Kevin Love is not done in the NBA. Still another team out there for him to go to and contribute to.
Count that one.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Here is Love after the made shot from Ricky Rubio. Booker, right side. Johnson down low, working on Drummond. Back to Bridges. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. No good on that one.
Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
The drive by Booker. With social media, extended TV coverage, lots of distractions for these players, Brent. But some do a terrific job of blocking all that out and keeping their focus.
I think the roles and responsibilities of teams is changing around exactly what you're talking about, Kevin. You have to have people within your organization that help these players understand where it is that they have to focus most. And that is your job on the floor. And so really good organizations are educating the players on that. They're not just relying on the agents or outside sources. Teams are trying to get in there and impact guys at a young age to make sure that, as you said, that noise is not part of their beginning part of their career.
Can't make it a distraction.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Here's Osman. The Suns getting the bucket. Here's Nance. And that one, good. Nance has got 6.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And Carter has it in the corner. Off target with his 3. The Cavaliers trail by 7. And there's Sexton. That's good on the assist by Thompson. And that's 10 points for Colin Sexton. Carter, the pass to Johnson. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Suns lead by 7.
Of all the action happening there, Kevin, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
The drive by Booker. It balls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
Booker to the cup with confidence. Feels like he can beat anybody off the dribble right now.
Here's Thompson. A second chance effort. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Quarters checked in for Cleveland. That free throw good from Nance.
Well, Larry Nance Jr. came into the league, and a lot of talk about his dunking prowess. But really, Larry Nance Jr. knows how to play the game and is building on that potential. I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Baines finds Booker. And a missed layup. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Pass to Porter. Here is Nance. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. The shot by Sexton, no good. And Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Drummond's checked in. The drive by Rubio. And he makes good on the layup. Rubio's got 8. Rubio's gone 4-7 from the field here. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Nance, no good.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. The Cavaliers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. That free throw, no good.
2 shots.
And he's good on the second. 12 seconds left here in the third quarter. Saric outside from past the arc. The shot misses. He could go. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Phoenix Suns bringing the quarter. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. On the court for the Suns, Bridges and Saric make up the forwards. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. And it's Ayton in at the 5. Here's Booker. Darius Garland picking up that last basket. Bridges, good. And a nice assist from Booker. And the Suns lead by 7.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Sexton, he's checked in for Cleveland. Here's Love. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
To the wing right side. For 3, Bridges. But they get it back. Ayton kicks to Bridges. For 3, Booker. They shoot again. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Andre Drummond picks one up.
Lots of times you don't mind fouling a big, but Ayton's a solid foul shooter.
Well, the development for DeAndre Ayton is going to be all about the pick and roll, both how he runs it and defends it.
I agree, Kevin. If he works with Devin Booker out there as an offensive threat and becomes a guy who can roll with good hands and finish, that's a key for their offense. And you look at his size defensively, he can be imposing.
First free throw is good.
Selected 9th overall in the 2012 draft, Drummond's carved out a nice NBA career for himself.
So it's Rubio bringing it up for the Suns. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. They'll match up against Dallas. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. Saric, that's good.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Porter dishes to Drummond. Over Ayton. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
But nobody getting a hand in his face in that painted area, that's a miss he's going to be disappointed with.
The Cavaliers trail by 7. Drummond in the post. He's covered by Ayton. And that one's good. Drummond.
A tall and powerful big. Drummond has a natural ability to finish inside.
Now here's Booker, defended by Sexton. Passes it to Ayton, and stolen by Drummond. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. It's hauled in by the Suns. Booker the pass to Saric, over Love. And the Suns miss again. For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the 4th quarter. The kick out to Porter. Fires the 3. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Sexton's got 3 assists in the game. The drive by Booker. That shot is in, just like 6 others have been for him. He's shooting 7 for 15.
Well, Booker is the leader, and you got to trust him in that spot.
There's Garland. Some solid defense from Ayton.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Cedi Osman, he's checked in for Porter. Johnson, he's checked in for the Suns. Now, here's Bridges. That one good for 2.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
And that one falls for Bridges. 1:57 left in the game. Now, here's Sexton. Tight defense on him. And the pass to Drummond. The shot missing. Some solid defense from Ayton. Phoenix leading by 7. Free throw is good, and that stretches their lead to 8.
You know, for all the talk about Rubio's passing, I think one thing that gets overlooked is his defense. Both his on the ball and defensive rebounding are very strong for the point guard position.
Pass to Love, looking to end the run. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Sexton's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Booker outside. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Ayton attacking. It's Drummond with the rebound. Cavaliers have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Love kicks to Garland. Over Booker. Count it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5. 58 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Bridges for 3. They get it back. No good there.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
Sexton, the pass to Love. Good. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Kevin Love is clutch, and boy, did the team need that.
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
Now here's Johnson. Dishes it to Ayton. Rubio with a wide open look. And the 3 ball is good. And the Suns lead by 6.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad. Love his shot selection. Good at taking quality shots. Whether he's defended or open, he knows how to knock those down.
From deep. That one's not going to go.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-up, so maybe.
So the Suns win.
unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body.
Wins. Snipes, how you pulling off all these W's, man?
Man, I don't know, man. Just hard work and dedication. I'm just putting in the miles, putting in that work. Definitely in the gym, getting those shots in.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. As we get a break in the action, now let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. You look at the Cavaliers. It hasn't been a great season for them. We may see some changes in the offseason.
Well, I think for Cleveland, they're going to stumble towards the finish line this season with the playoffs nowhere near a possibility.
All the talk around them now is already about what's going to take place in the offseason. Who's going to go? Who's going to stay? I'd be surprised if they don't have a much different look next year.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert. And it's O'Neal in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Cavaliers, Sexton and Osman on the perimeter. Andre Drummond is out there with Kevin Love. And it's Garland in at the point. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they come in off the loss to the Bulls. They get it again. Ingles can't get the putback.
Oh, my God. They can't buy one. 0 for 4. Sometimes this happens.
Here's Garland. Makes it off the glass. Well, Smitty, we're coming down the stretch here. Talk about the mental toughness needed to finish a season strong.
You know, I think you got to have that. Everybody talk about the game physically, guys making shots. And we all know there's some teams and players, they all do that well. But who's the tough team that can get through the tough times? That's when you see the teams that can get over the hump and you start to say, I like that team.
On the wing, Mitchell. Passes to Ingles over Drummond. And the ball goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Ingles.
You want unselfishness, but you also need to keep it under control.
Now, here's Garland. Defended by Gobert. Drummond trying to get himself free. And Kevin Love, the bucket with the assist by Garland.
You see the game plan is working already. 4 straight makes to start this one.
Pass to Gobert. Now, here's Sexton. He's guarded closely. Bucket is good.
Oh, my goodness. 5 straight coming out of the gate.
Pass to Gobert. Nice ball movement by Utah. The wide open look here for Ingles. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. Cavaliers have gotten all 5 of their shots to go down in the first quarter. Terrific start. Sexton's shot is good.
And that's another basket for them. They have really come out blazing here in the first.
Gobert with a wide open look. No good, unable to end this run. Cavaliers have gone a perfect 6 for 6 in the game up to this point. Garland dishes to Drummond. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Utah's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Kicks it out to Love. Back to Osman. It's stolen by Gobert. And now Utah, fast break. Conley with it. Garland picks him up. Conley's shot is off.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Last season, Mike Conley became the Grizzlies' all-time leader in points scored. He was already first in assists, steals, and three-pointers.
Now, here's Garland. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Now here's Conley. Darius Garland missing his last shot. Mitchell looking it over. Back to Conley. Lets it go from deep. It's good from long range. Conley's got 5 points so far. And Smitty, when it's all said and done, Mike Conley's jersey has to go in the Memphis Rafters.
Absolutely. Over a decade in a Grizzlies uniform. He helped lead them to the best years in franchise history.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Shoots the three. Utah the rebound.
For Gobert, when it comes to rebounding, it's not just the height and length, it's also the instincts.
The wide open look here for Garland. And another three for Cleveland.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples. And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
To the wing on the left. Drummond in the post. Gobert on him. The 8-footer. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
I love this. Andre Drummond has gone on record saying he is one of the last true centers in the league. Hard to argue with that statement, given how Drummond has played.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Dellavedova's checked in. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Davis is checked in for Joe Ingles. George Niang comes in for Royce O'Neal. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Mitchell. And it's Moutier in for Mike Conley. Here is Love after Ed Davis's score. Misses the layup.
great defensive effort, just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
To the paint, it's stolen by Davis. Mudiay finds Gobert, and no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. Off the mark, and a chance to trim it to single digits. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Cavaliers lead by 10. It wasn't an immediate star turn for Mike Conley in the end.
The ups and downs of injuries and
Great work ethic is the key. Conley stayed at it.
And a player that's known for keeping his composure, that helps also. He weathered those early challenges and just stayed positive.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them playing soft.
Nance and Thompson are up front. Then there's Colin Sexton. Then it's Porter. And it's Windler in at the 2. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second. Here's Clarkson. And Thompson sends it back.
Great timing by Tristan Thompson on that block. That's his forte.
Ball's knocked loose. Clarkson against Nance. But they'll get another chance. Gobert the pass to Davis. Lays it up and banks it in. Davis has got his second bucket of the night.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Inside. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. Mudiay with the ball. Clarkson passes to Davis. Over Thompson. The putback doesn't go that time. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, tough environment. They were right there, but just missed some key shots.
And you know, so often, that's what it comes down to. Who can convert when it matters most?
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Great positioning on the putback. And the Cavaliers lead by 8.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Here's Clarkson. No good on the 3.
He's doing what he can to help them cut into this lead. His shot just isn't quite there tonight.
Sexton kicks to Thompson. And there's the pass to Nance. High post, Gobert. It's up against Thompson. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the... And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Three minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Lately, we have seen star players changing teams more often. Shorter contracts, player options. Is there any downside to any of them?
You know, I think the downside is from a fan standpoint, you get invested in a player and he's moved in like 2 or 3 years. I think it should be where if a player wants to sign a longer-term contract with the organization, that should be a rule in play. But right now with these shorter contracts and player options, there's going to always be a lot of movement.
Mitchell's shot is good.
I like that play by Joe Ingles. Doesn't have anything he wants, keeps the ball moving.
That one drops for him. And that's now 9 points for Darius Garland.
Allowing any room to operate, you know he's going to be aggressive.
Conley, the shot's good on the assist by Ingles. And it's 9 points for Conley.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Passes it to Thompson. Second chance shot. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Boy, Thompson is a load to keep off the glass. He can do it all down there.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
To the inside, here's O'Neal, and the dunk by O'Neal.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
The problem is your opponent is making big plays as well. I'll be curious to see the response.
And when you look at Utah, this team, year after year, seems to be more than a sum of its parts.
I like that they always look for guys with big-time character, unselfish, low-drama players, and there's a confidence with this group.
Love's check in for Thompson. Drummond passes to Love. Got a hand on it, and they're able to recover. Second shot opportunity. Basket good. Love's got 6.
The body control of Love after he takes the hit. Strong finish.
Right side, Conley. It's rebounded by Cleveland. They'll be off to Charlotte for a game against the Hornets. That sets off a 5-game tour for them. And that one drops for him. Porter's got the lead up to 14 now for the Cavs. Conley with it. Last game he had 13. Here's Niang. And Utah turns it over again.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Here's Osman, guarded by O'Neal. Osman, the pass to Love. The inside shot. And again, it's Cleveland.
Timely rolls. The great hands of Love making it look easy.
And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Cleveland with a sizable lead as the quarter. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal. It was Colin Sexton who got hot in the first. He had 12 points and 1 assist. Thanks for joining us.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Colin Sexton having a dominant impact in this game.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Taking a look at the Jazz. Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert. Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. And it's O'Neal in at the small forward. Osman. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Osman's got his first points of the night.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
They thought Ingles would be looking for the jumper. Instead, he puts his head down and makes a play.
And his teammates call him old man, say he looks like a 40-year-old farmer. Joe Ingles, Smitty, much more than meets the eye.
You know what, Kevin? He's a star in his role. He's gotten better and better. He's a guy who can impact winning on a nightly basis.
Jazz trail by 19. And there's Mitchell. That's good on the assist from Conley. Mitchell's got his second bucket of the night.
Finding a man wide open, Mike Conley does an exceptional job of leading this team.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Out to the wing. There's Garland. target from outside. It's Gobert with the ball for the Utah Jazz. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Now, here's Garland. Over by Conley.
Well, what did Coach tell us? He wanted each guy to contest shots and rebound tonight. That's exactly what we just saw.
Mitchell's shot is good.
They couldn't have asked for a better start to this half offensively. 4 straight and counting.
Down low, here's Sexton. It's good. Sexton's got 14.
You know, you got to respect Sexton's scoring ability. The closer he gets inside, the more effective he is.
And with that shot, the Cleveland lead is cut down to 12 points on that basket from Mike Conley. Garland dishes to Love. Osman the pass to Drummond. Now Garland, guarded by O'Neal. Garland kicks to Sexton. Love right side. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Osman. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Nice ball movement by Utah. Mitchell left side. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. He's got 12.
And this team's struggles are not his fault. He's putting in work at the offensive end.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. And a chance to take a look at some numbers for Sexton.
And you can see the surge in his level of confidence lately just by looking at that true shooting percentage. It's been moving straight up in the past 5 games. I think he's feeling it.
Clarkson, he's checked in for the Jazz. Emmanuel Mudiay comes in for Michael Conley. Mudiay looking around. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Mudiay's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Windler, the pass to Love. And now Clarkson pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Rips down the breakaway slam.
That's quality basketball. Turn him over on the defensive end. Ingles, aware, kicks the ball ahead.
Sexton, the pass to Love. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Sexton's got 3 assists tonight.
And you can sense them just starting to squeeze and shrink this lead a little bit. And I tell you what, they're doing their best to cut down the lead with some smart offense here in the second half. Shot selection much improved since the break.
And Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Cavaliers with some changes. Thompson, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. And comes in for Kevin Love. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
And that one's good by Porter. Jazz trail by 9. Puts it up off the inbound. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
Cleveland's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. There's Garland. Mudiay with the rebound.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
And that one good from Clarkson.
And they have picked it up offensively here in the second half. Ball movement, getting high percentage shots, you can definitely see a difference.
And Thompson kicks to Porter. Over Davis, and that one's good by Porter. Porter's got 6 points. Here's Niang. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Cleveland with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. A moment now to reset the lineups. Back to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the 4th quarter. So on the floor for Cleveland, Nance and Thompson are up front. Porter is out there with Garland. And it's Windler in at the small forward position.
And great job by Nance attacking at the rim. That's why you scout for effort players that do it consistently every night. And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Here's Windler, and Davis sends it back. Routier dishes to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Gobert is a high percentage shooter from the interior, especially when he's dropping the hammer.
To the right side. Here's Windler. A rebound by the Jazz. Davis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
I'll tell you what, he's been off target all night, and his teammates have had to rally.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional. And Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Osman's checked in. And a switcher also for Utah. Michael Conley. He's checked in for Emmanuel Mudiay. Here's Thompson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Cavaliers lead by 4.
Refining his skill set inside, you see the work Thompson's putting into his game.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Garland kicks to Porter. Out to Thompson. From deep three-point range, the rebound by the Jazz. Gobert's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And it's Mitchell missing. The Cavaliers have gone just 2 of 8 in this 4th quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. Here's Osman. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got rebound number 5 here tonight to tie it up. And Clarkson with the layup. Clarkson's got the game tied up here for the Jazz.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Garland the pass to Porter. Over to the wing. Jacks up a 3. Garland no good.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
To the middle. To halt the run. The layup good by Porter.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yes, and if you love offense, you're loving this matchup. It's been a highlight reel affair.
Garland the pass to Osman. Over Gobert. And it's Osman missing. For Utah, they've gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the 4th quarter. Mitchell's shot is good.
This just goes with the narrative. Mitchell is a baller, wants to be considered among the best in the game.
And the jam by Larry Nance.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Gobert looking comfortable stepping into the spotlight right now.
A different look now for Cleveland. Drummond's checked in for Thompson. The Love comes in for Nance. And it's Colin Sexton in for Porter. Royce O'Neal's checked in for the Jazz. A free throw drops for Gobert.
Yeah, big play on the front end to finish, despite getting hacked there, and big on the back end to hit the free throw.
Up again. Gobert pulls it in. Utah leading by 4 and stolen by Love. Drummond dishes to Garland. Releases. And it's Drummond missing. Utah has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's Mitchell. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got his 5th assist in this one.
The youngster's not going to buckle or fold. Donovan Mitchell is not afraid of the moment.
As Garland sinks the three-pointer.
What a time for him to step up. Big 3 right there.
That's what you have to do. Clutch shots, clutch shooters. They come through in those positions.
And it's sent back by Drummond.
It's amazing Drummond doesn't block more shots. He has a 9-foot standing reach.
And here's the fast break. Now, here's Mitchell. He's covered closely. Absolutely critical chance right here.
They need this one to go their way.
It falls! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2.
The 4th pick in the 2011 draft. It took getting stronger and improving the shot to make Conley one of the better all-around guards in the game.
And Utah making a change here. Ingles is checked in. Garland, no good. Poked away. Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
And stolen by Drummond. Money!
Wow, this shows the confidence the team has in Andre and the improved confidence he has in himself.
Yes!
Yes, smart choice. I really like that play.
He had stolen by Ingles. On deep. Missed. And so it's Utah who scraped by with a win. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. Now for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports.